Dubai, not on the 11th floor, but we're here. We are making this business happening, and you know what's happening here looks like this person, his name is Fernando, doing unicorn, guys, unicorns, or the unicorns like me here. But first stage is yours, Fernando. I don't tell you that, introduce yourself. All of the people around know you already, but what do you do in this great country? They call them center of this world. Now it's center of the crypto world. We can say yes, it's really happens. We are on AIBC Summit now. We are on your stage. It's your home. It's your place. Now the stage is yours.
Yeah. So the AIBC in Dubai. Well, the AIBC in the first place, you know, is a conference I've been going for years. You know, as you know, many people know, I've been blockchain and crypto for a while. And then what we decided is let's go and show to everyone what we've been doing for about 8-9 months already. Yeah? So what we decided is that let's make something cool with a stand and show some of the NFTs we are creating. Yeah? The platform is only on test mode now, is on the Robston testnet, and we are just preparing. You know, crypto is in a bad place at the moment. It's kind of fluctuating, so we're gonna wait probably another 4 to 5 weeks to make sure we are, you know, stable and we can actually make this exciting for people, because people are nervous at the moment to actually being part of any project, you know, as emojis. Now, Dubai is, you know, it's not my home, you know, I live in London, but, you know, it's always a great country, you know, to come and to be at conferences. People like it and they'll come here to share ideas and to show what they are doing and get people excited. Yeah? So,
let me ask you a question, because we are so many times speaking on dTV, and you say, Sergey, you have to wait a little bit, and I will describe what. Yes, and finally we're here. We're here in person. We're here not in virtual world. We're here. Yeah, you know, guys, you're in virtual, but we're in real. Yes, I can touch him. I can feel. You know, so many, how I'd say, distinguished people around the globe. Unfortunately, my face is not here yet. I will. I will make it somehow happen on this kind of T-shirt. But finally, what do you done?
So, what we came up with was with a NFT platform that, in my perspective, you know, it solves a lot of problems. One of the problems is that I don't want to mention the name of platforms, and the majority of platforms out there, it's almost impossible for an artist to express themselves with their own art because anyone is actually making a picture and posting it on these platforms, you know. So, I mean, a guy making a picture of their shoe and NFTing that, and somebody buys it, you know. Like, well, you know, it's not very good, is it, for artists, you know, that have really amazing collections, you know, or paints or pictures, physical or not. We're going into a minute about the physical side as well, but we really wanted to create a high-end digital collection platform and art. And when I talk about art, it's not just pictures, it's video, it's music, yeah. And we actually decide which artists, which collections are going to go on the platform, because we really want to make sure the artists, you know, can reach the people, and you know, it's all about humanity, you know, how the artist is expressing and showing this to people. Of course, there's always the financial side of it, but an artist, people know a lot of these artists, they don't care too much about that financial side. Let's be frank about this, you know, but they need food, of course, to it as well. So from an investor perspective, people that like art, then we allow them to actually find the pieces of art they actually want to invest on. And when I say invest, for them is about being collectors. That's what it is, and then they can do whatever they want. They can, lend them to some virtual world, or if it's a physical piece of art, lend it to a museum, then they are the owners of that. So how we do that is a very interesting part, which is there's an auction that lasts 30 days. So the first bid that gets staked for 30 days. And the following bids that happens, they get staked as well. So you come on day 25, and you do the next bid for the auction, then you get staked for 25 days, and then the winner gets the NFT, and then of course all the rest that were staked in the crypto gets unlocked, and they can remove the crypto, and they can bid again for another one, or it's in their wallet, doesn't matter. While they are in that process of bidding, it's an automatic stake, then you are rewarded with a secondary token, that will have a governance. It's really a governance token. So the DAO that we're creating is to allow then later in the future, when the platform is kind of cemented and people really understand that, and the owners of this governance token can decide which artists and which collections are going to go to the platform. We want to give that total decentralization and distribution of art, and making sure the artist is connected with the people that want to see that art, or actually buy that art. That is quite key. Very important as well is we bridging another gap. So the gap we are bridging is physical pieces of art. A famous painter, I can't tell you much, but we're talking with some very big art collectors at the moment. We have an agreement for a few pieces of art, quite big. Agreement. In principle, we have an agreement. There's a big road to cross still, but we have excited a lot of art collectors. Where what we're going to do? First of all, I'm a true believer that a piece of art or an NFT should be unique. Only one of those. I know
it should be unique by the opportunity, by the given. There's only one non-fungible.
There's only one of them. So when you have, my perspective, when you create 100 of the same, I don't think it's unique anymore. I know I have conversations with other people like Dunstan and so on. It's very big in NFTs, as you know. And people have different opinions, but for me, NFT is about uniqueness. There's only one. And so what we want the gap that we're bridging is actually getting that unique piece of physical art as well. So we've been talking now is about digital art and NFT, but now we want to also bridge that physical piece of art where you have, doesn't matter if it's a Picasso or whatever, we don't laugh. We can NFT that, and then when somebody buys that NFT, they actually buy they are taking the physical artwork as well. They are taking the Picasso with that. Okay, so that is the only value for me for NFTing real world pieces of art and bridging that gap. Because if not, I can just get a Mona Lisa picture on Google Images, and it's worth zero. The same thing as people question, well, anybody can take a photo of these, and I say, well, anybody can draw Mona Lisa. If you go to any marketplace on real world, art market, there's copies there of Mona Lisa. Is it worth anything? No. It's probably worth $100. It's just to pay for whoever did that, but it's not the real Mona Lisa, So it's the same thing with NFTs and with NFT. If you are just making a photo or something, taking a copy, it's worth nothing. You're not the owner of the actual physical piece of art, or the real owner of the actual NFT. So we're bridging that gap, which means now people in crypto can have access to real pieces of art, from famous painters or not famous. They're going to have new artists, contemporary artists, yeah, that we're going to try to bridge that gap as well. Because we need to start to bring all of that analog art that exists into the metaverse, into virtual worlds, and that is the exciting bit for a lot of us,
Cool, on the end of this interesting conversation, I want to finally make a picture of both of us, yes, in front of the camera and say, hello. Yes, it's finally done. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know from where you got the value from all of this. I'm sure that you are, as persons, you are distinguished persons, you are, for you, lovely persons, gonna be somehow make it valuable. But first of all,
I want to say something more before we finish. Yeah? So very important, I want to say, is that this is all about the creators. Yeah? Wow. It's about creators' economy. Is the artists are the ones who should get, to express themselves and not having many middlemen. We need to make sure that they are the ones that are benefit from all of this and the real investors. So what I've done as well, it's not ready yet, but we are working on it, is we have created a royalties protocol. Trying to create a royalties protocol, but will be in our platform for sure. We're still waiting for Ethereum, all the stuff talking about royalties on Ethereum, but we want to make sure that the artist gets about 5% of every single transaction. So when an NFT is sold, from that moment onwards, every time the NFT is sold, they get 5%. Yeah, because this is extremely important. Yeah, there's many artists, and once they sold their piece of art, that's it. They don't get anything back anymore. It's just the first transaction of that piece of art. By doing this, every time the NFT is sold, they get that percentage. Extremely important for people to understand that.
Guys, now history is happening in front of your eyes. Here is the picture of us. I'm sure that this is going to be the history. Thank you for your time.
I hope so.
Thank you for your being here. Thank you for your passion and interesting ideas spreading to the community. Be with us. We'll be back very soon. See you in somewhere on this interesting earth.